question. You said not all cultures are equal, and we shouldn't be importing the third world. So what did you mean by the third world?
Countries in Africa, in the Middle East, for Uganda, for example.
Where else do you think is a third world country?
Like Bangladesh and a great many others.
Do you classify India as a third world country?
Yes, should be considered a third world country plenty of times throughout.
And just to be clear, when you say not all cultures are equal, which cultures, in your view, are inferior?
Call it out.
Yeah.
Afghanistan would be a good example.
That's a country, not a culture.
Well, of course, the culture that comes from Afghanistan, we can talk about the Muslim culture.
So you think the Muslim culture is an inferior culture?
In a lot of ways, yes.
Wow.
It's just so ridiculous, Piers.
Okay.
This is so ridiculous. First of all, it's extremely offensive. I would ask her how many Muslim people does she know, number one. Number two, when you take an entire group of people and say they are lesser than us, that is pure bigotry. How would you feel if somebody said everybody that is Indian is inferior to Americans? You would say that's racist. That's a terrible thing to say.
Would you say that about Indians?
Of course not. I would never say that about any race or group of people.
You literally
That's not
just
what
said
I
it about Muslims.
You just said it about Muslim.
Dari namanya, yaitu Priya Patel, sudah terlihat jelas bahwa ia berasal dari latar belakang keluarga imigran. Namun ironisnya, ia justru melabeli imigran lain, termasuk Muslim, sebagai inferior. Shapiro secara tegas menyebutnya sebagai bentuk kemunafikan.
India are exempt from your bigotry. Well, guess what? Your father happens to be Indian.
That's, of course, never what I said, Piers. I understand that it is a very provocative statement coming from somebody named Priya Patel.
Right, but where were your parents from? Are they from the United States or somewhere else?
My father immigrated here as a young boy and from England, actually, not from India. He was born in Uganda, immigrated to England when he was about 3 years old.
A lot of people will say, so your father was an Indian Indian immigrant from Uganda into the UK. You know, how does that sit with you saying what you said? Because you're a friendly reminder that immigration without assimilation is invasion. I mean, did your father invade the UK? You're a Christian, I understand. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, that's...
As a fellow Christian, I thought the teachings were quite clear that all men are created equally.